Hello, this is Peter with another video. Today I thought I'd do an update on my bacon avocado, which you can see is not looking very happy at the minute. I've had a few issues with this plant this year. Earlier in the year, not long after I got it, I had it in the house for a little while. It didn't grow at all, so I decided to put it outside after a lot of people recommending I tried to grow it outside. So I put it on the patio and it again didn't do anything at all. It just sat there. And then because we kept getting so much rain, I was getting worried it was going to get the roots were going to get too wet. So I decided to move it into the greenhouse. I can't remember exactly when, but it was sometime during summer. I had it in the greenhouse then up until about a week or two ago. So in the greenhouse, I ended up having a few different issues. One of them you can see here, the stem, if you look closely, is actually very dark. That isn't normal. It should be a green colour. But what's happened is the sun had actually burnt the stem. All the old leaves that it had on when I got the plant dropped off. They burnt and dropped off. It had been trying to push out some new growth, and it did start to push out a few new leaves in the greenhouse. And then we had some pest issues. We had slugs or snails. I think there were some snails because I definitely saw a few snails in the greenhouse. And I could see slimy trails on the side of the plant, and they've been munching away at all the new leaves that were coming out. You can see if I turn it round, it does actually still have a few little buds down here. Don't know if it'll focus or not, but yeah, there are some buds down here which are trying to push out. But yeah, I was getting very worried that all the leaves were going to get eaten. Just as they started pushing out, they were getting eaten alive. So I brought it into the house. I think it was probably over a week ago that I moved into the house. Maybe not quite 2 weeks, I can't remember exactly now. And yeah, it's not really been too happy in the house either. So yeah, you can see some of these leaves are starting to go brown and drop off, which is not a good sign. It is still trying to push out some new growth though, which is promising, but yeah, and then there's a few little shoots here and there which are trying to push out. I've decided to take some slightly drastic action, I guess. I'm actually going to take this side shoot off here, which is very thin, but I'm hoping if I'm very careful I might be able to graft this onto a seedling rootstock. So I have a seedling avocado, a Hass seedling, which is just about the right stage for me to graft onto. It's not got any leaves yet, but it's got a nice long, thick stem, so it should fit that on quite nicely. I don't want to remove these leaves. I'm going to leave them. I might take off these, it's come off anyway, these brown crispy ones, and I'll just, instead of parafilming the whole thing, I'm just going to put a plastic bag over the top. I did this with a citrus plant that I grafted recently, and that did seem to work, so I'm going to try it again with the avocado. Put some plastic around the top, and then hope these leaves will continue to develop. I'm also hoping that you can see all these little nodules here decide to push out and develop into new growth. I did repot this when I got it. I didn't take it out of the compost mix it was in. I didn't want to damage the little delicate roots because avocados have really fine, delicate feeder roots, so I didn't want to damage the roots. So yeah, I just left it in the pot it was in the compost it was in, and then I planted it into this pretty well draining mix. It's got a lot of coconut husk chips in it and perlite. There is also some compost in there, but this drains really well, so I don't think that is necessarily going to be an issue. I did water it the other day because it felt quite dry, so I'm hoping there's nothing wrong with the mix. But yeah, I'm going to keep a very close eye on it over the next week or so. And yeah, I'm going to now see if I can attempt to graft this onto a seedling plant. So this is the seedling avocado that I'm going to use as a rootstock. It's still in water, as you can see. I have grafted onto a seedling like this before. It's still green, it's not pushed out any growth yet, so it's too early to say if it's worked. And that's the London avocado. I did a separate video on that recently. But yeah, I think this is somewhere along this stem. It should be about the right size. So I'm hoping I can use this seedling as the rootstock. So yeah, I'll see how I get on grafting onto this. I'll do another video about the to see whether this graft works or not when I've done it. So yeah, thank you all for watching this update, and don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll be sure to keep you all updated on how this avocado gets on. I'm hoping it can recover, but yeah, I'll definitely let you know how it gets on. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.